Hello, I'm Dana Reynolds with Master Cut Gems. Not only am I a gem cutter, I've been polishing Japanese samurai sword for 17, 18 years. So this is what I'm doing. I got a buttload of old, very old swords back during the pandemic and like 50 plus. So now I'm getting them finished to where I can put them on the website so people can have an authentic samurai sword. So that's what I'm doing now. 30 days, you'll see a bunch of them on the website. I'll let you know everything I know, but that's what I'm doing today. Is I am doing Hazuya on this particular blade and getting everything ready to when I put them on the website, people will know what they're buying. So Rochelle is down here in my sword polishing. Well, while I do my the fingerstone work and cut gemstones, and I've been doing this about 17 years. And I kind of got maybe overzealous or whatever during uh, the pandemic. And my friend in Japan, I wound up buying about 60 blades from Tonto, Wakasashi, weirdo stuff, and katana and cut downs, just basically a little bit of everything. But they were so bad shape, rusted, chips, little broken tips, all that stuff. But it was a one-shot deal. So, needless to say, that it has wore me out as far as polishing, getting all this stuff. So I'm down. I've got about 30 that I'm getting ready to turn loose onto the website. I went in and made the saya, had to make the sukas. I mean, they were basically rusted bare blades. No habaki. Some had a habaki. Some had a saya, but the blade was stuck in the saya from gore, war, rust, whatever. But I've already checked all of them, made sure they were healthy, no fatal flaws, no hagiri, all this stuff. Some of them you couldn't get all the deep pitted rust out, but you just, I'm a minimalist, so I know what to do. You just don't take it, you can't put it back on. It's like a gemstone. So what I'm doing now is just going through. They've already gone through the 5 or 6 stones, bench stones, the Arato for bad stuff, then Bensui, then Kaisido, then Chunagura, then Komanagura, then Uchimagura. Well, what I'm doing now, all that's been done on the majority, all of them. So what I'm doing now is I'm just going through and just putting one pass with Hazuya fingerstone, putting in, if it had the geometric Kasaki that was cut in, I went ahead and kept it that way. But if it wasn't there, I left it like it was supposed to be, because there is a weakness there, and I've seen it. The more meat you got right there in that Kasaki, in that tip, the less likely it's going to break. So I kept everything as it was. Straightened the lines, got all the geometry correct, removed what chips that I could, removed what rust that I could. So now I've had furniture for them. Everything, most everything is period furniture. I make my sukas out of hard rock maple because every time I pulled Ito off, they were all broke. But that's because of the hoe wood. It's like basswood or poplar. It's not tough. Hard rock maple, pain in the butt to cut it out to fit the Nakago, but it won't break. So she's watching me. This is what I'm doing. Just made the pass on this. Cutting in my little cosmetic Yokote line. And just making sure everything's right, no fatal flaws, all that stuff, putting them back in the scabbard, and then we'll list them to sale. All the foundations work's done. So that's what I'm doing now is I'm on a roll with these things as far as just getting all the little final stuff where you can see Haman. You won't see Hada, and you won't see the detail of Haman, but you'll see the outline of Haman, because I'm not doing art polish on all these swords. I've done art polish before. It takes forever. And I got too many blades. I'm just getting all the bench work done, all the foundation work. So if anybody wants to buy one of these, they can wrap the Ito on the put the Sammy and the Ito and they're Manuki. The Fuchi and Kashira is fitted to it. Like I said, most all are period, Edo or earlier. Say is made correctly. They can paint the say whatever color they want. They can wrap the Edo in whatever color they want, and they can do all the finger stone work that they want to with Jitsuya and Hazuya, and they won't hurt anything. And that way, they've got a part of their own blade. So there's just no way I'm going to put all that time and all the art polish into these blades. So I bought them. I'm historically correct. I will try to save them where most polishers wouldn't. $50 an inch minimum, and you're looking at like this one here I'm looking at. It's it's 22 and a half. It's a cut down. It was originally originally it was a katana. Now it's they put a D handle mount on it. This would have been an officer's sword in World War II. This is a family blade. It's Mume. There's no signature that I can find, but of course it could have been ground down when they converted the Nakago to a D handle and threaded the tip. But it's got really flamboyant Gunome Haman. Have no idea what the Hata is going to be. That's going to be more detailed work with the Jitsuya, but I'm getting everything right. So probably in the next 30, 45 days before Christmas, I'm probably going to put about 25 blades on the website, and I know what I got in them. I know what their value is. I know what the hardware costs, all that stuff, but they will be reasonable because, I never have done this much for hire because I enjoy samurai swords, and I've always enjoyed polishing them and making them like they were when they were created by the smith. So, I'm a minimalist. I'm not going to ruin anything. And of course, I've got all my books and everything, probably about $3,000 worth of books to know what the signatures are and who they are and, all this different stuff. So, if it was something that I thought was, a treasure blade or something like that, I would have never polished it. I'd have sent it to Japan. But I've sent some to get papered and stuff like that. So I know people. And, but I know the other smith, I know the other polisher, Toshiga. I mean, I know they're not, what they would charge people would not pay to have a Mume 1600s with pits and rust on it, that it'll never be a art blade, but it is a fully functional weapon, and that's what they were designed to do, is cut and to hold up during battle. So that's what I'm doing with these. I'm getting them all back to their decent condition, uh, to where if people want one, they're not going to have to, sell their firstborn. It will be, it will be very, very reasonable, and they ain't got to invest $7,000-8,000 in bench stones, So, but this is what I'm doing now. I'm getting these all kind of finished to where anybody buys it, they don't have to do anything with bench stones. All they got to do is Jitsuya, Hazuya, if they wanted to do that, and they'll have a fully functional, authentic Japanese samurai sword. I'm Dana Reynolds with MasterCutGems.com. I hope everyone has a wonderful day.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching.